Good afternoon, my name is Danny Hattingh. I'm the winemaker with Berens State Winery in Lillooet.
What are some of the challenges of being the first in an area?
Well, I would say, we're pioneers there, right? So all of the varieties that we plant in Lillooet, in a new region, hasn't been proven yet. So we've gone there and we've planted Pinot Noir, Pinot Gris, Riesling, Merlot, Cabernet Franc, and Chardonnay without knowing exactly how well it's going to do. Of course, there were some educated decisions made prior to planting them, but we really are only in the infancy of learning how these varieties react or grow in this new growing region.
And so what are you finding in terms of, with the soil conditions and the microclimates that you have there, what varieties are you finding are doing well?
Well, all of the ones that we planted are doing really well, but of course there are varieties that are less susceptible to some of the conditions that we have in Lillooet. For example, very hot summers. Lillooet is the hottest place in Canada, or Lillooet-Lytton region, and also it can get quite cold there in the winter. So the varieties that we find do best is the Riesling and the Cabernet Franc. These are both the late ripening varieties. Usually people are surprised that we even grow grapes in Lillooet, but we've proven that we can ripen these late growing varieties, or late ripening varieties.
And even though Lillooet is, 350 kilometers north of Osoyoos, the growing season somewhat mirrors Osoyoos, doesn't it?
Yeah, so we do have the really hot summers and a really long extended season as well, so we can ripen the really late ripening varietals.
And so how are you finding that both the industry and consumers are receiving the wines that you're producing now from this new area?
Yes, we've proven that we can grow these varieties, we can grow them really well, and we can make really good wines from them. People are starting to recognize Lillooet as a competitive grape growing region, and winemaking region for that matter. So yeah, people are starting to recognize what we can do there. So yeah.
Is there room for growth in the area?
There's definitely room for growth. Lillooet has a lot of land that is very inexpensive compared to the Okanagan. In Okanagan you can pay upwards of $100,000 an acre, whereas in Lillooet prices are about $20,000 an acre. There's lots of bench lands, there's lots of room for development. We're just waiting for the investors to come and start putting up more wineries.
So what's the next step for you guys in your evolution?
Well, we are in the process of planting 20 more acres of vines. This year we'll start planting Cabernet Franc and some more Merlot. And then next year we're going to be planting some Shiraz, we're going to be planting some Grüner Veltliner and some Cabernet Sauvignon.
Thanks, Danny. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much for your time.
So get back on your feet, running, then black out. So you're dwelling on your own.